Hi, welcome back to my channel Button and Pip. I'm Adele. My channel is all about my dressmaking journey, so if that's something you enjoy, please subscribe and have a look back at my previous vlogs. So today I'm going to be talking about what I've been making. So it's a make and tell vlog, and it's a bit of a belated or quite a late one actually. I've done quite a lot of sewing recently and I just haven't got around to vlogging it, so I'm really sorry about that. Life's just been really busy. I got out of the routine of vlogging, and we're also having some building work done. So I'm doing this on a Sunday. My husband has took my girls out to the shops, and I finally got a quiet house because building work is noisy, dirty, and the whole house is almost tipped upside down. But anyway, look at the bright side of things. It's going to be amazing once it has been done. So, make and tell. So I have been making quite a few things, but as you know, I do a monthly designer spot on Sewing Street. So I have to sew 2 samples each time for each show. So that does eat into a bit of my sewing time. And I think also, like I spoke on my last vlog, knitting and crocheting has been something that I've been enjoying recently. So it has left a sort of smaller amount of time than I would usually have to sew. So yeah, Sewing Street has been fabulous. They've just celebrated their 2nd birthday, and it's so lovely. They've moved to a new studio, which is only down the road from their previous one. But I know they've got big plans to move again into an even bigger and fancier studio. But I just really love getting other people involved in sewing. That's what I really enjoy when I go and do my Sewing Street video shows. I get some lovely messages from people that say they've never tried dressmaking before, and after watching me demonstrate part of one of the products, they've had a go and they've loved it. So that's a big win-win for me, because I just love sharing my enjoyment for sewing. So yeah, I'm going to share that enjoyment today with what I've been sewing. First of all, this is one of the makes that I've made quite a while ago actually. I can't remember the last when I made this, but I know I haven't spoken to you about it, and it is a pretty special make. So this is a Myosotis. I'm sure people notice it from the very start. They know exactly this pattern because it is a very well loved pattern, not just by me but by lots of people. So this is my 3rd Myosotis. Let me just get up and show you. I'll put some photos in as well so that you can see it in its full sort of glory. Yeah, so this is a 3rd Myosotis that I've made. Now I've made some slight adaptations to this one. So the first one is I've still gone with the flouncy sleeve. I really love the flouncy sleeve. I've got 1 flouncy, 1 short sleeve, and I love the flounce. So I went with the flounce. This time I went with, I think it's version A, which is the shorter length, and it still has the flounce on the bottom. Previously when I've made my other 2, I've gone the full length, which you shouldn't add a flounce to, but I do, and add the ruffle to it to the bottom. Whereas this one has been made according to the instructions that if you want to add the tier at the bottom, then you use the shorter skirt. But the biggest change that I've done is I've took the collar off. The last 2 that I've made, because you make a Myosotis in a really delicate viscose sort of fine fabric, I did struggle a little bit with getting that collar really nice and crisp and looking finished, I'd say. So I think it's Marie from Stitch Odyssey. She has spoken about adding a facing, and she shared it on her Instagram how she added a facing to her Myosotis, and I love it. That's what I'm going to do with any other Myosotis that I've got planned. I'm going to be honest now, this will not be my last one. I know I'm going to make more. I absolutely love it. And I got some lovely comments last time I was on Sewing Street last month. I had my Myosotis dress on then, and I got loads of messages asking what pattern was it, what fabric was it. So I know it's a very, very loved pattern. And I don't know if I've said it before, but it was a pattern that initially I wasn't bothered about. Initially, I saw all the hoo-ha about it, and I was like, nah, that's not a dress for me, because I don't normally do sort of baggy and gathered. But when did I find? Oh, it was a couple of years ago. I finally got the pattern on a Black Friday sale, and I thought, oh, let's have a go at this. Let's just see what all the fuss is about. Well, I now understand the fuss. So yeah, my third Myosotis, I know I'm definitely going to make more. Okay, so, and also this fabric is from Sew Me Sunshine. I bought it quite a while. It was in my stash for a while, just waiting for the perfect project to work with it. I did initially think about a wrap dress. That was my first thought, because I love a wrap dress, as you'll see in a moment. But I think it works for this as well. And I'm going to say it again, I should never say never, because green, I didn't like originally, now I love it. And animal print is another thing that I said I'd never wear. I now love it. And again, the Myosotis, I'll never wear it, I love it. So this is the dress of 3 nevers, which is now a fabulous, I'll call it that. Okay, so stop raving about this and let's get on with what else I've been sewing. So whilst the extension's going on, a lot of my patterns and my fabrics I've put away into storage. But before I put them away, I kept some of my favourite patterns. My Myosotis is still there. And I kept some fabrics that I think that I'd be making stuff with in the near future. And this is one dress that I've previously made already, and it was one of my days off on work, and I just thought, I just need another simple dress just for work that I can put on with tights, with a jacket, and off I go. Nothing fussy or anything like that, a really quick and easy sew. So this is the Deer and Doe, the robe. So it's the dress from the ebook that they've got. And I've made it before, so it's a very, very simple top with a nice sleeve detail. So it has a bit of a drop sleeve and then a cuff on the sleeve. No shaping whatsoever around the bust. And then there's a gathered waist with elastic, and then just a simple A-line skirt. So it's just a really simple, sometimes you just need an easy project to do. And this was one of them. So I made this, but I'm going to say a but now. The last one that I made midi length. And this time I thought, you know what, I'm going to go a little bit shorter, maybe go a bit knee length. I don't know whether this has shrunk in the wash or whether I just went too short. But I do feel a little bit self-conscious now. So it's not so much a school dress anymore. It's more of a weekend dress now, because it is a tad little bit short. I think it could work in the summer with some sandals, so that's why I'm still holding on to it, even though it has I think it's shrunk, because I remember the first time I put it on, actually, that was the funny thing. I had a really, really important meeting at school, and I wanted a bit of self-confidence. So that's one of the reasons why I also made a brand new dress, because when you wear something that you've only just made, so one of your latest makes, it does make you feel super proud, super confident, and I needed that sort of that push. So that was the reason for this dress. But yes. Oh, right. Oh, I've got some treasures now to show you. So as you may have seen in previous vlogs, I do love African wax print fabrics. I've used them for several other projects before, and the lovely Adaku from Dovetailed Fabrics has also spoken to me before and asked me to blog for her with her book that was sewing with African wax prints. She's also recently contacted me asking if I would like to receive a fabric subscription box and do her blog for her and some photos with whatever I make from that box. And I was like, yes, please, I'd love to get involved, because this is fabric that just sings all me. So it's colour, it's print, it's vibrance, and I love all of that. So I've received 2 boxes so far. The first box, unfortunately, I can't show you it as a box because I've used all the things in it. But I'll show you what I've made with that box. The second box that I've just recently received from Adaku, I've also still got, because with the extension going on, I haven't took everything out of the box. I thought it's really nice just to keep it stored in there, ready for when. And that's another thing, I'm going to get a new sewing room. Yes. So my daughter is going to move from her bedroom over into the new bedroom, which is currently my sewing room, and I'm going to move into her bedroom. So that gives me an opportunity to completely redecorate it, reorganise, and have a brand new space. So stay tuned. Once that gets going, I will give everybody a tour of my brand new sewing room. So yes, so everything's in storage apart from the bare essentials that I need, and obviously because I'm still sewing for Sewing Streets, so I can't pack everything away. But yeah, it's all a bit cluttered up there at the moment. But anyway, stop blabbering on, let's just get on and show you what I've made. So this is the first project. So I got the deluxe box, which comes with 2 fabrics. And the fabrics have been chosen that complement each other, so they're the same palette. But what I love about African wax print fabrics is the fact that you can just completely clash prints together. Yes. So I never knew this was the delight that it is until I saw, you'll remember the jumpsuit that Juliet made on the very first appearance she had on Sewing Bee. That beautiful red and yellow jumpsuit, and I was just like sat here watching TV just with an open mouth like that. I was just gobsmacked. So I've taken that bit of essence and mashed up the 2 fabrics that I got with this fabric box into this beautiful dress. Oh, so here it is. So this is the Aura dress by Paper Cut Patterns, which I've previously made already, and I've completely, I don't know, I'm just gushing because I love this dress. I absolutely love this dress. So these are the 2 fabrics that I've got. So this, it's almost like a monochrome with a bit of a red within this box, this one was. So this is one of the fabrics that I've got, which is black and white, and then this one, which reminds me a little bit of dominoes. So it's black squares with red sort of circles and then a blue outline. But I love this dress and I'm really proud of it. I'm just going to keep, like I said, when you've made something, why not shout out about it? But I absolutely love this dress. It was in my mind what I was going to do, and then once I'd finally made it, I was just like, yes, it's worked. And it was on my dress mannequin for quite a while just for me to stare over because I loved it. I've already worn it a couple of times out, so I wore it, where did I wear it? Out for drinks with my sister-in-law, and then I wore it when we went to the Sewing for Pleasure NEC show, and I got to see Adaku as well while I was wearing it. I got to see her on her store, so it was really nice to see her and be in a dress from her fabrics. But I absolutely love it. One thing, I'm just going to say one thing. This pattern is very leggy. It opens, it splits open, and the slit is quite high. So I've had to stitch myself into it every time I've worn it. I did try and take this part over more, but obviously I haven't took it over enough. So I've got to make some adjustments to this because, yeah, I love the pattern and I quite like that feature, but I just want to be comfortable wearing it. So I want to make that wrap over skirt a little bit wider so that it doesn't flash open all the time. But yeah, and this is going to be worn all summer. I wore it with trainers. I'm going to take it on holiday, wear it with sandals. I can wear it out with heels. Although I notice when we go out now, no one seems to wear heels anymore. Everyone seems to wear trainers. So that's making me feel old now anyway. But yes, absolutely love that dress. Oh, right. So let me show you what is included in these subscription boxes. So it comes in a lovely box like this. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of this on, am I? And what it includes, like I said before, there's 3 levels, and it I'm not sure exactly, I'm really sorry about this, exactly what lengths are in each of the fabric subscription boxes. I will put actually the details below to help anybody. But yes, it comes with 2 fabrics that complement each other. So this is the other box, and I can't wait to show you what I've made with this. So we got, it's almost like a pink and purple theme with this. So I got that fabric and a sneaky peek of that fabric there. Now these fabrics, one other thing I'm going to say about African wax print fabrics. When you first get them, they do feel quite stiff. What I recommend is that you wash them as soon as you get them home, pre-wash them exactly the same way that you would wash any other fabric, and it makes such a difference. Like, this is no longer stiff, it's just a beautiful soft cotton now. So I wouldn't say, don't feel scared when you touch African wax print fabric that you think, oh, that's not going to feel comfortable to wear. Wash it once, it changes. And I know Vicky has texted me that she bought some from the show, and she texts me saying, oh my goodness, Adele, I've just washed this African wax print fabric and it is just so soft now. So it does pay off, absolutely. Right, let's get back to the box. So thread that matches. Now I'm going to say I'm not a person that normally matches my threads. I'm just going to put my hand up. I normally have black, white and grey, and I just think, oh, just go, look, that's black, that's grey, just go with it. But Adaka has thought about it, and she puts in threads that matches perfectly. So thank you for that, because it does make a difference. It does make a difference. And there's always some haberdashery items. So for this box, what we got was this here, which is a refillable chalk pen. Now I've just been sewing for Sewing Street, and I really wanted to use it, but I wanted to show you within its packaging. But I know this is going to get lots of use. Absolutely brilliant. So if you've never seen this before, it's the Prim cartridge sets. And these chalk cartridges fit into the pen. There's a little sharpener there, and you just use them as tailor's chalks. Because I haven't really got on with those cheap pencils. I haven't got on with the tailor chalk being in a triangle. But I've seen these at Sewing Street, and I've used them at Sewing Street in their green room, so I know it's going to be useful. Dressmaking pins, because everybody needs more pins. And just today I was thinking, right, these have got to come out, because my next stash of dress, like, where did they go? Well, my husband will probably say they're all on the floor because he stands on them, it hurts his feet. But I don't know where dressmaking pins go. They just seem to disappear. So you always need some new dressmaking pins. Then there's always a very useful, let me put this down. So it's always a very useful tool. So the one that came with this box was a loop turner. If you've never used a loop turner, you don't know what you're missing out on, because it changes your life when you with all like ties and spaghetti loops. Makes a massive difference. So that was brilliant. And then this, I've seen a lot of people use this. This is the Prim pliers for press fasteners. Now, as you know, I'm not a lover of buttonholes, and even these ones on here are fake. Look, I've only put 3 in, and I've just sewn them shut because I can get the dress on without the buttons. So I never put buttonholes in anything. I would rather put zips or poppers into things. So this is a brilliant tool to help you put those poppers in instead of using the hammer. Because when I've used the hammer before, I don't know my own strength. No, I'm joking. I just don't know how to do it. And I break the fastener, and then it's a pain, because they're so difficult to get out once you've sort of mutilated it. You know, like where you've got a certain ring and you hit it and it doesn't work, and then you just can't use it, and it's just so annoying, so you've got to pull it all out. I've heard these are brilliant, so yes, so that as well. And then some buttons were included in here. And then there was also a chocolate treat, but that went straight away. I opened that whilst my daughter was off ill from school with COVID, and she went straight away, is that chocolate? And I was like, yes. And she was like, will you share that with me? And I said, okay, I'll share it with you. So I did share it with her. Next time I'll open it when she's not here so I don't have to share. Anyway, so taking inspiration from my other dress where I put the two fabrics together, I wanted to do that again. But this time I wanted to make garments that I could wear separately as well as together. So what I've made is a faux jumpsuit. So I've done this previously. My faux jumpsuit is a pair of culottes and the Ogden cami, because we all know a jumpsuit's fantastic until you have to go to the toilet, because then you've got to like completely strip and it's just like totally embarrassing. So I've made a faux jumpsuit using, again, the Ogden cami. Now, can I just say, this pattern is brilliant, but I haven't heard anybody talk about this pattern for a couple of years now. And I hold my hands up, I haven't made it for a couple of years. But it's just that easy cami top that just goes with everything. So, yeah, the trusty Ogden cami with that beautiful diamond fabric. And then, so I wanted to make some culottes, and I've already made the ultimate culottes from Sew Over It, but I wanted to try another culottes pattern, and the ebook from Dear & Doe also has a pair of culottes in there that you can make into shorts as well. So I've got all those patterns already printed out. I did, I think a couple of months ago, no, not about a year ago now, somebody was doing a big offer on orders for patterns. So I put a big bulk order in. I put the whole book patterns in for order, and I've got them all printed out ready to cut. Anyway, stop waffling on, Adele, just get on with it. I thought I'd make these. So these are, let me do the fly up at the back. These are the culottes from Dear & Doe. Now, what's different with these culottes compared to the Sew Over It ones is they have pockets to start with. So they've got slanted, inserted pockets. And instead of darts down the front, we've got pleats. So these two pleats that sit just across the tummy, which I really like, and they're very flattering. They're definitely wider legged than the Sew Over It culottes pattern, but I love that. I really like that. And when I put it on to show my girls, my eldest went, is that a skirt or is that trousers? And that's the lovely thing about culottes. If you haven't ever worn culottes, I say, this is the thing. The first time I ever wore culottes were the Brownies and Girl Guides culottes. Can everyone remember them? So they were like short to the knee, really stuck out, but they're so practical. So practical and comfortable. And long gone are the days that I want skinny trousers anymore. So culottes are just filling that gap because they are so practical. But yes, there's the culottes. And that is the top that goes with the culottes. But the beauty of this is I can wear the culottes with a black vest top or another Ogden cami, and I can wear this with a pair of denim shorts, denim skirts. So there's loads of versatility in this outfit. So I'm really pleased, really pleased with this outfit. So yeah. Two fabulous outfits using the subscription box, the fabric subscription box from Dovetailed. And I've got one last African wax print project to show you. So I saw a Darku at the Stitch Festival and also Sewn for Pleasure at the NEC. And if you've been to either of those and saw a Darku stall, it is just a feast for the eyes, because she has all the fabric hanging and she's got all her samples, and then the whole table is covered in beautiful African wax print fabrics. So it's so beautiful just to look through them, and oh yeah. So I picked up a yard. Now I only bought a yard of this because I had in mind what I was going to do with this. So I picked up a yard of this beautiful green leaf fabric. And because I'm going to get a brand new kitchen, finally, because that kitchen is just falling apart, but I have made myself a brand new apron to go in my kitchen. And there's no pattern to this. I just got my old apron, cut around it, and looked at how they'd done the tops and the sides, and yeah, it's absolutely lovely. Love it. Let me put it on now and I'll show you. And again, look, it's green. For someone that says they'll never wear green, I seem to wear it an awful lot, don't I? But yes, absolutely need a good apron, don't you? I'm just trying to tie it up. Oh, I'm getting in the right mix here. But it's a great size, and it's got some really big, useful pockets as well. But yeah, this, I haven't used it yet. As soon as I made it, my husband says, don't put that downstairs, keep it upstairs, ready for the brand new kitchen. So I can't wait. I'm going to get some photos when my new kitchen gets here with me in it, because my kitchen is going to be quite sort of plain. It's light greys and dark greys. So this is just going to pop against the kitchen, isn't it? It's going to look fabulous. Oh, right. That is a very quick, or maybe quite long, I don't know how long I've been chatting for, make and tell video for you. Yes, unfortunately, I haven't got any of the samples that I make for Sewing Street to show you. That's a bit like, oh, because they're my makes, and I love to share with you how I got along with those makes, but it's a pretty quick turnaround for those. So I make them the week before I go on the show. So I'm on in a week's time, and I have to photograph them, and then I take them along with me, and then they stay there at the studio. So I don't bring them back to be able to show you. But if you want to see me on Sewing Street, you can watch me on their YouTube channel, on channel 73 on Freeview, or on their Facebook page. It's on every day from, what time is it? 8 o'clock till 1 o'clock. And my shows are normally 9 and 11 o'clock, because then I go for a sneaky McDonald's on the way home as a bit of a treat to myself for the early morning. But yeah, I'm on next Sunday, and if anybody here is watching and would love to, ice cream van's here. Should I have one whilst the girls were away? No, gonna be good, gonna be good. Right, lovely chatting away to you, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.